Hey everybody, so this is how I'm going to create that 3D cube project. As soon as I find my instructions again, it says step 1, create a new document, name it 3D cube. So I'm going to go document, I'm going to type 3D cube. Oops, I'm going to put a space in there. And then I'm going to hit create. It says on any of the planes, create a new sketch. I'm going to go from the top. I'm going to hit sketch. New sketch is right here. I want to start off with a rectangle, but I'm going to do a center point rectangle. It doesn't matter, but if I do a center point rectangle and I start with that center point, then it goes like this, and I want it to be 2, enter, 2, enter. And it makes it a 2 by 2 square. So I finish that sketch. I'm then going to extrude that by hitting extrude, click right there, and I'm going to change this 1 inch right there to be 2 inches. At that point, I am on step 5 already. It says on one of the sides, and what does that mean? Well, if I rotate this, if I rotate it, I have a cube right now. On any one of the sides, doesn't matter which one, I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to go straight on to the top again, top. I want to create a new sketch. So new sketch, and in this one, it says on one of the sides, create a 1 inch square in the middle of it. And so once again, I'm going to use that center point rectangle. I'm going to go right here, and this time I'm going to hit 1, enter, 1, enter. That's a 1 inch square, centered. If you don't do it that way, if you create some other square, you can use the dimension tool, so D, and then you can make each side of this a 1 inch, and then you can make it a 1/2 inch from the sides. But right there, because I started on the center point, that's absolutely centered perfect. I'm going to finish that sketch, and then I'm going to extrude that square 1/2 inch. So up here I can put 0.5 or 1/2, does not matter, 1/2 inch. And then that green check mark looks like that. Then it says on one of the adjacent side, on an adjacent side to the square, create a 1 inch circle. So I'm going to do this one right here. I'm going to go to the right side. Adjacent just means side to the side of. Right here, I'm going to go and I'm going to create a new sketch. But this time I'm going to make it a circle, center point circle. And you got to be careful because like right now I'm centered from side to side but not top to bottom. So I'm going to come in here and create a 1 enter. That gave me a 1 inch circle, but now I'm going to use that dimension tool. If I dimension it from the center to the edge, it's going to tell me that that's 1 inch because I got that little dotted line. But I also want it to be 1 inch from the top or the bottom, doesn't matter, 1 enter. So I hit the D key, I hit the center of the square, the center of the circle, the edge of the block, and then I came back into it to get that to happen. So I hit the green check mark to finish that sketch. I hit extrude one more time, and again this time I'm gonna hit 1/2 to show you that it can put 1/2 a lot of different ways. And so I've got a 1/2 inch, and there we go. So the last part, it says finally create a 1 inch hole all the way through the cube. And so this side that I haven't messed with yet is the back. There's a lot of different ways to do this. There's the hole tool, but I'm going to start by creating a sketch. And I'm going to show you the difference. So this part is going to give it a little longer. I'm going to go again to the center, 1 enter. I hit the D key for dimension. I go from the center to the top or the bottom, doesn't matter. And then I come back down here and I type 1 enter. My side to side is perfect as it is. So if I finish that sketch, there's a couple ways to make the hole. One is to use the extrude, but in here, instead of popping this out 1 inch, I can hit remove. And then it's 2 inches wide, so I want to remove 2 inches. If I do that, it goes all the way through. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get, where'd it go? Okay, I want to delete this one, so I can show it a few different ways. So I've got that circle drawn there. I can go up to the hole tool. Now the difference is when I click here and I go to make this hole, I need it to be a 1 inch hole. So way down here is 1 inch. There's a bunch of different options. One is I can tap it, which would mean that if I rotate this to the side, you can see threads, or I can do drilled, which will just be straight on through. But when I did that, it got rid of my 1 inch. and it's, again, I got to find the half inch or a full inch. It's way down here, 1. And then right now it's only 1 inch deep, and I want to make it 2 inches. And again, and then down here, instead of blind termination, I just hit through all. Ooh, that's ugly. 2 inches. 1 inch? Okay, there we go. And then I go through all, and it's going to do the same thing as the extrude remove. The cool thing about the hole feature is that, again, you can add threads. You can make it look really cool if you use the hole feature instead of the extrude remove. But right now, this is my cube. I've got a square peg, a round peg, and a round hole all the way through it. If you get there, that's awesome. You're ready for the next event. If not, ask for help in class, and I totally will come by and help you on that. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you in your next video.